Hello, I'm back. Restarted the router. Hopefully, I can see I wasn't even paying attention to Streamlabs. And yeah, there were tons and tons and tons of frames being dropped. So no wonder why it was buffering. It looks like it's not doing that anymore, but let me know. Do you know what? That was me tempting fate there, because there I was. You probably didn't even hear if it was buffering that badly, but I was there in the background saying about like buying a new mic arm and everything, and like my desk looking really professional. And I was like, oh, you know, this is really good now. I've got my stream set up perfect. I love how it's looking. And then bam, buffer.
Well, hidely ho, neighborino.
So that was really my own fault for, yeah, karma, exactly.
Hello, Joe!
Exactly. Anyway, let's just pretend that never happened, shall we? Let me just quickly say, in case I was buffering so bad you didn't even hear, thank you, MC, for the 24 months subscription. And hello to everyone else. Hello, Max. Hello, Nexa. Hello, Special. Hello, Weather. Both Maxes, I should say. Hello, Super Flash. So yeah, what was I saying? I got a new mic arm. Great, right? Whatever. Whoop-de-doo. Let's get into Minecraft. Let's do some building. I've got big plans. When I say big plans, I mean plans. But big plans to me, because this is going to be an area of the server that I want to devote a lot of time to. So it's big plans for what I want to do on the JFS. Whether it's big plans for everyone else, we shall see. Nexa as well. Did I say hello to Nexa? I don't know. This is what I subscribe for, a functional stream. Yeah, I tend to have functional streams. Usually.
Hello, Joe!
Silly PlusNet, which is my internet provider. Did I see the first message? I did, and I liked it. I liked it. Poggers, indeed. Okay, right. Bam. Let's get back on the server. Which is now mute. Who's on there? It's Weathermaster. Let me just turn it back up. I turned it off. There we are. How are we all doing anyway? After the great buffering of 2022. I hope we're all doing all right. Let's get online again. No drop frames, damn you. That's right, you give me 6,000 kilobits, whatever that is saying on there. Yo. Okay, so here I am on the server. I've got some things to update on before we get going. Oh, let me put the music on as well. Music on. There we are. There we are. Really cool bot. Hello, welcome. I had copious amounts of ice cream and alcohol yesterday, so I'm feeling kind of iffy today, Lamo. Ah, an interesting mixture. Although it kind of depends on what sort of alcohol. Like rum goes with ice cream. You also have like rum-based ice creams, don't you? That might be quite nice. I'm doing well, thank you. Really cool, apart from the brief disaster of a stream beforehand. Yeah, we're all back up now, and I've actually been doing some work. I've actually been doing some work on the server. Ignore those. I've got some stuff ready. Look at this. I've actually got shulker chests ready to go for building. This is very much unlike me. I may run out of some supplies though. We'll see how it goes. Doing well. I've been planning the trip home. That's nice. Oh yeah, because you said you're not doing a stream next week. Dark Rum. I watched 3 Only Murders in the Building today. Really liked it overall, but iffy about the very end. But I see why they did it. Oh, interesting. I am looking forward to. Is this season 2 or it's season 1? Because I don't even know if season 2's out yet, but I definitely am going to be keen to watch that when it is released. I really liked Only Murders in the Building. It was very it was just very easy watching. Like it's very sort of Is it wholesome? I would say it was quite wholesome. Yeah, you just sit down and just... There you go. Yeah, just good. Just nice. Just pleasant. I heard your stupid frogs and I thought there were a ton of them at the spawn commission. Right, so let me just talk about the frogs first. So as some of you may know, if you follow Minecraft, we are now on 1.19. And with that comes frogs. And they spawn in quite a few places, it turns out. Including the biome that my castle's in, which is a old growth spruce taiga. So I came out one day and I went over here. Oh, and there was just a frog there. So I was like, get it, because I thought they were really rare. I didn't really know the spawning mechanics. And I brought him all the way back, popped him down, and I called him. Where are you? Oh no. There you are. Seymour. I called him Seymour. Now, that was because of some videos that I've watched on YouTube of a giant African bullfrog called Seymour. It's a very funny frog. I highly recommend watching the videos. But then Weathermaster thought I was doing it after Seymour Skinner. So then when I got another one, I had to call it... Where are you now? Edna. There you are. Edna. So we've got Seymour and Edna together. And then it turns out they just spawn like there's no tomorrow. And I just ended up getting loads of them. So they're now on this sort of frog maypole doing a bit of a dance. Ideally, they should be in here. But I'm just too lazy to do that right now. But they will go in here soon. I'm doing diddly diddly dazzling. You're having a diddly dally. Can't read. Diddly doodly dazzling day. Good. Good. Owl and Evermore. Hello, welcome. So yeah, first of all, that's number one thing that I've been doing is collecting frogs that have been spawning outside my castle. These were all literally within like a 20 block radius. They were just everywhere. Everywhere. I've also been minorly pranked by some pesky fellow members. Shall name no names. What else have I been doing? I've been doing a little bit more design work on the castle itself. Let me just show you. Don't know if I showed this off last stream, but we've got this little room which is going to be the armory. I'm going to have some tools and armor on stands and things in here. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll have a set for fire protection and a set for something. I don't know. Up here we've got some wheat growing and some more wheat growing. I will explain why very shortly. And then this is like a little balcony room. I think I did show this off last stream, didn't I? I don't know. Be a little balcony room which goes up to the balcony. And a lovely view of spawn, just about. I was thinking about your live streams today and remembered there are streams on Sundays, indeed. I'm doing well, thank you. I'll Nevermore. I had a little bit of a minor stream disaster before. But we're good now. We seem to be dropping zilcho frames, so I'm glad that my internet has decided to sort itself out. And I was mentioning I got a new mic arm, which has made me very pleased because it's now given me more space on my desk. I don't have this clanky, springy mess right next to me. I have this nice, sleek one that just tucks back. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, all this stuff is unfinished. This bit's going to go up to a little kind of corridor section here. As you can see, very unfinished. Let's go down. Let's go down. So that's the way to go up. There's also a ladder, like an emergency exit, and then there's also a drop down to be all speedy. And then we have this way, which is now a new way to go. Up these stairs. Up here, round here. And we have bulk storage. Bulk storage. And when we're talking bulk, I'm meaning shulker boxes in chests or in barrels bulk. Like, we're going to have a lot of stuff. Clay is going to be a big one. Terracotta is going to be a big one. Sand, gravel, stone. I got loads of ice the other day. Who is making that noise? Who is making such a noise? I don't know. Anyway. Zilcho Frames. He's Millhouse's friend. I hear you squelching with your little zombie feet. Oh, who cares? So yeah, there's this. And that's about it, really. Oh. In terms of the castle. I'm glad things worked out. Twitch has been logging me off and making me check my email for a code to get back into my account. Claims to log onto a new device when I was using a 5-year-old laptop. Yeah, the two-factor thing is a bit annoying sometimes. Oh, someone's here. In fact, I just need to check something as well. Is this working? Okay, good, that is working. I took because it wasn't working, and it turns out it wasn't working because I turned it off. Somehow I'd managed to turn off the cloud bot thing. So now it does. Right, I see Weathermaster's down here. Hello. Have you got a gift for me? Oh, MC Crazy Gaming's here as well. Hello. I like your banner. In fact, Weather, your banner will come in very useful later on. Oh. Thank you. I'll be B-dubs. Or B-dubs style. Yeah, your banner, if you have copies of your banner, let me know, because I might need them. People on the server will remember that. It will be important. There's no shot. Although I am going to ask for some suggestions of things I could have for stream redemptions. Maybe not a shart one, but although I dread to think what a shart one would actually be. Just a shart sound like that, but a shart. I don't know. No, that's not going to happen. Yeah, definitely. I'll put a note on the Discord about it, MC. Okay, so what else have I been doing? I've been doing some redstone because I'm a redstone genius, and in fact, let me get some stuff to demonstrate my redstone geniosity. So part of the plan, part of my building materials for this build thing I'm going to do today, is I need the new block, packed mud. Actually, to be specific, packed mud bricks, and they are a bit annoying to make, to be honest, because you need to get mud, which at first I thought was only available in the mangroves, the new biome, but no, you can do them in a renewable method. You still need wheat to make them packed. Is it packed mud? Yeah, I think it is packed mud to then make them into the bricks. But anyway, look at this thing. Look at this thing here. Look at this redstone contraption. So this, as I will demonstrate right now, it's going to be a bit loud, sorry.
Very good! Very good! Yay!
Look at that. It is very good. Thank you, Panda. Look at this. Let's turn this down so I can spam. Look at what it's doing. Look at what it's doing. Look in there. So there's a dispenser which is effectively right-clicking the mud with a water bottle to make it, the dirt to make it into mud. The mud is getting pushed over. When it reaches this destination right here over the redstone torch, it then pulses and causes this long chain of pistons to push. And therefore, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 by 8, 88 mud. Like it's nothing. Ignore that. That wasn't meant to happen. I just sit here and I right click. And the water bottles, the empty water bottles, go down, get refilled automatically by this dispenser down here as so, and back up into the hopper, and the cycle repeats. The cycle repeats. infinitely. I would show you how to do it, but it's too complicated, so you're on your own. Look how much it's pushed it forward. I'm just going to finish this stack. But yeah, this makes mud easy peasy lemon squeezy to get, which is useful because I think I'm going to need a lot of it for my building plans. There we are, we're done. Then we go in, harvest it all, et voila. It's a mud party. Look at all this mud I've got. Look at all that mud. Let's just shove some of this stuff away. I don't want some of this. Okay. Now I have a PS5, so I haven't bought more games yet because it's expensive pain in the butt. I might get the Xbox Series X very soon. I heard that the Series S is very good and cheap, but I'm more prefer to play on a physical game disc. Is it digital only? Because that's the thing that would put me off. Because the thing is, like, I love secondhand games. Like, it would suck to have to buy digital only when they're so expensive, and they very rarely have the same discounts as physical games would have. So yeah, there's that. Let's get on to actually what I want to do today. Shall we? Now it's going to result in some tabbing in and out, I'm afraid, because I'm going to have to copy a previous build. I've done it again. I've gone back. I've pre-built it in a creative world. All right. I had to, otherwise I'd be here all day. But it's fine though, because I was just listening to the Always Sunny podcast in the background, having a grand old time. It was great. Right, food, bed, sword. That's all pretty good. Let's take these bad boys. I am a schmuck in that regard. Schmuckluck. Schmuckluck. Yes, I am finally catching up. I think I'm up to... Where am I up to now? Let me just double check. History. Did I just hear a creeper drop? Always Sunny podcast. What was the last one I watched? 31. I'm up to 31. Which is only a month ago. That's pretty good. I was a lot further behind than that. The Series S are disc-free gaming, and the Series X is both physical discs and digital games. And also, isn't it more powerful, the X as well? Like, isn't that the one that can do 4K or something like that? Not that it really bothers me. Shut the muck up. That's what I need as a thing. I need like a shut the muck up. If you're being annoying in chat. Right, let's go. Do I need anything else? Actually, some scaffolding would be good. Probably some more food at some point, but that's all right. We don't need all these buckets either. Let's take those off. Do that. Oh, I know what I need. How you doing, froggies? Let's just take some of these, but not all of them. I might need to steal some more wool, Nick, so if you've got any. Okay, yeah, 4 will do, that's fine. Let's go. Let's go, and I will reveal my plans. Oh, ender pearls. I'm sorry, I'm going to be going backwards and forwards for a little bit. No, yes, that is not true. That's not true, because you're in this chat, Nate, sir. Grab some of those bad boys. Do I need any of this stuff? Nah. You just got mucked on. You just got schmucked on. Schmuck off. Enough of that. No, we're all nice here. We're all lovely people. We're all lovely people, right? Right, so where we're going, you may be wondering, what is tonight's stream? Look at this crazy compass, not compass, what is it? Clock. Crazy clock going all which way. What is tonight's stream going to be all about? Well, I am resurrecting. Well, I'm not resurrecting because it wasn't dead. It's just not yet made. The gaming district of the server. Here we are. Look at this. JsanoLand, as it is currently named, with a very ugly tunnel, but it gets you there at least. This is a spot that we picked out months ago on the server. We did it as like a group thing. We found this nice plains biome, and then we just never really did anything. Red Star did. I'll take that back. Red Star did build something here, and I did come back here in a previous stream for a plan to do like it's a small world thing, which I still do want to do. But for now, we actually need to get the land underway. So that's going to be my plan for tonight, is to get the portal starting, or the portal building started, right? You go back. You go back from whence you came. You go back. Go. Okay. I was I cheapened out with the powered rail. How is the Broken Sword streaming going? I kind of lost track of it. Very good, actually. I need to publish the last stream, which was on Wednesday, but it's it's on Twitch if you want to watch it on there as well. It's going very well. There's a lot of crate puzzles, as I was told when I first started the game. Yeah, quite a few crate puzzles, but that's all right because the story's pretty interesting, and yeah, I like it. The characters are quite good. It's definitely not as bad as, say, Monkey Island 4. You know, when that took the leap into 3D, I think that was a lot rougher. It might have been earlier, to be fair. Actually, it definitely would have been because this was 2003, Broken Sword 3. But still, the point is, like, I think this has done the step into 3D a lot better than Monkey Island, for example. Right, so here we are. This is JsanoLand, and I made a little board here with some ideas of stuff. These are ideas I've had, but they're very generic ones, to be honest. One of them was involved bringing back Nexus hide and seek game, but making it into a haunted house. I quite like that idea. Some giant pyramid with some parkour inside it, like that Mario 64 level. That was an idea I had. Hedge mage, quite easy. Hedge maze. Shooting gallery. Cielo made one 2 maps ago. That was really good. Boat thing, that's what I was saying about. Jsano kart. I want to make a roller coaster again. I really miss the roller coaster from season 3. The one that goes all around it and it's made of like fences, so it looks like an old timey wooden roller coaster. So I want to make one of those, and they're quite easy, to be honest. Just a bit time consuming. But this is going to be where you start. This is going to be the spawning area. Obviously, I'm going to move some things around, but this is like central to a lot of the land. And yeah, seems like a good spot. So that's the plan. I really want to get out into the games world, but I need to finish all this spawn stuff first. Well, that's fine, Weather, because you do that, because hopefully by the time we've done that, I'll have this place a little bit more ready to go. Like, I'm going to have some paths pre-made so people can just, like, you know, connect up to a path. And yeah, oh, I should have brought some excess dirt with me. I need some dirt. I need some dirt. There you are. Right. This will actually have to be moved. Let's take a screenshot of this before I forget it, because that's going to have to be moved. It's in the way. This is going to have to be moved as well. Get rid of all this junk. And in fact, this tree is also going to have to go. It's going to have to go. It's not even, I mean, it's a bad tree. This sign is frankly a lie. It's not a good tree. It's a bad tree. Damn. The tree is in the way and it needs to go. Look, I'll take a picture of it for posterity. We can recreate the tree if you so desire. Look, I'll take a screenshot of all angles. All angles. Like a little photo shoot for a tree. There. Actually, wait, I've got one more side. There we are. In the rain as well. Love that. I will not accept your demands. You've got your own arcade land. You build your good trees over there. I did know you were a child modelled. Yeah, I did. Although I've now forgot what you modelled and whether you have any photos of it, because that would be quite fun to see. Here we are. Destruction. Destruction abound. It's for the greater good, though. The greater good. This is going to have to go as well. But this is ugly, so this is going. This is wrong. We've had how old is this map now? 6 months? Well, it was early. Was it early December? So closer to 7 months, I'd say. It is time to start making some decisions of my own. I'm taking the initiative here, folks. No more democracy. Democracy doesn't work. Oh, one thing I want to talk about in this stream, only for those people that particularly care. I finished watching Obi-Wan Kenobi. And let me tell you something. I won't spoil it. Well, I mean, you can't spoil it because it's like everything, you know what's going to happen. Because you can't change things. It's not like Obi-Wan Kenobi can die. It's not like Princess Leia can die. It's not like Darth Vader can die. So you can't really spoil it. But you know, I said that I was a bit kind of on the fence with it after the first 2 episodes. Was it 2? 3? There's only 6 episodes on the whole series, so I watched the last one the other day, and the last 2 episodes, I can't let you remember which one was the 5th and which one was the 6th, but the last episode I actually thought was quite good, and almost, I would say, redeemed the whole series, the last episode. just because it did have some interesting imagery and well, that's about it really. I will still maintain that the dialogue is absolutely atrocious. It's atrocious, but I think that's just Star Wars for you. Like, Star Wars is just bad for that sort of thing for the most part. You know, it's got the whole bloody I hate sand and all that mumbo jumbo. But yeah, I mean, I like Ewan McGregor. I like him. All right, it's going now. It's going now. Goodbye, tree. I'll spam it. Look, I'm spamming every angle of this. Goodbye. Dead. A moment's silence for the good tree. Okay. Yeah, I can imagine like on Twitter and stuff. And also everyone keeps on making like cuts of it and changing the music of it. Like, well, let's put the original Duel of Fates over this and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, you're right. Thomas, hello, welcome. Xbox, Microsoft really need to work on the name for their consoles to get more confusing. So what, you got the Series X and the Series S. Before that, you had the Series... What was the generation before? This is the thing that I got confused on with Xbox. X and S are the current gen, but the previous gen was something very similar as well. I've forgot what it was though. Good tree, gone. You don't hate this server, really. You love it. Right, I need to
Very good.
very quickly.
Very good. Yay!
Very good indeed. Get some chests going because we've got a lot of junk in our inventory. Joe, I will reuse the good tree. All right, it will be part of this building because it does use oak, so it's just a cycle of life. The cycle of life. And look, this is the apple from the good tree. I'll put this somewhere. This can be put in some sort of museum or something, you know, just for you, Naxa. Anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi. What I will say about what I've noticed with Star Wars from watching this series is it's just stuck in a rut. Star Wars is stuck in a rut of it's the same era of history in Star Wars. No, Luke Skywalker, everyone's related to everyone. Rey's related to Palpatine. Luke, Kylo Ren, Han Solo. It's just going back, Anakin. It's all of that era, and so everything that the fans love about Star Wars is really just based on nostalgia. It's based on nostalgia and about like, oh my god, that's why he now says that in this film, like, or oh, there's a cameo from Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon. Oh my god, Qui-Gon's back. It's all very just self-fulfilling. Which is why I'm pleased. I read earlier that I always forget his name. Taika Waititi or something like that. The guy who just did the Thor new Thor film. He's doing a Star Wars film, and I think they've said like they want to go 1,000 years in the future or 1,000 years in the past, just to get away from this whole I know it's called the Skywalker saga, but Christ, a saga being 9 films long over the span of 40 years, like 50 years. Like, yeah, just, I think we're done. I think we're done with that now. Okie dokie. Let's I need some dirt, so let's just flatten this out. Yeah, let's just flatten this layer out, I think. We'll do that. Don't get me wrong, when I was watching this Obi-Wan thing, and yeah, spoiler alert, you do see Obi-Wan Qui-Gon, right? Because that's who he's trying to connect to as a Force ghost, right? And he does make an appearance, and, you know, great, there he is. There's Liam Neeson. He's like, oh, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hatoy toy, and all that sort of stuff. And great, right? Oh, look, there's an old character that I remember seeing when I was little. Back again. But what? That was it. That was literally it. It was like a 10-second clip and then gone. There was actually nothing to it. It was literally just the pure seeing that. And it's very much like, I think Marvel's a bit like that, really, isn't it? Like, oh my god, there's that character. Oh my god, that character's back. I'm sounding really negative. I did, like I say, I think the last episode redeemed the whole thing and made it all worth watching, just about. And it did get me in a Star Wars mood, so I'll give it credit for that. But yeah, I just really hope that they just use the tons and tons and tons of expanded universe content and actually switch it up a bit. I don't want anything to do with Skywalker. I don't want anything to do with someone being related to Anakin or Luke or Leia or Kylo Ren or Rey. None of that. Right, I missed out on loads of chat. Hang on. Oh, 1X. That was it. Yeah, Xbox One X. I mean, talk about marketing failure. Tree Wars has begun. Bring it on. Xbox X Pro Match Ultra Slim. Everything Red Letter Media says about Star Wars is 100% true. If it doesn't have a lightsaber or TIE fighters, then people don't want to know. Nobody's ever really gone. That's the direction Marvel is headed, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Marvel spearheaded the whole multiverse idea, didn't it, really? And I think it's only going to get worse and worse in terms of, like, that person's in this film. Oh my god, there's a crossover with this person. Who cares? It's time someone made some other time Star Wars. Yeah, like, go back to Knights of the Old Republic. That was a good storyline and had nothing to do with Luke Skywalker. I liked that a lot, actually. Roman numerals. That would be quite interesting. Yeah, I think fine is probably the best word. It was fine. I think in the Red Letter Media video, they say it was super okay. And I think that's accurate. Super okay. It was really good, really, really good at being okay. Hello, Dennis. Just make a series of a Rodian hero. Who's Rodian? Is that a Star Wars thing? They need to finally make that Hoth horror film. There's a Hoth horror film? I've not heard of that. A Hotha film. Where the master is here. What is he doing over there? He's placing down the shulker. He's placing down the shulker. What's in the shulker? Let's find out. Hang on. Put that way. Oh my goodness, so much dirt. Thank you very much. Because we're gonna need to landscape a little bit around this area. It's good. I like it. I like being high. But it's still gonna need a bit of work. So that will be very useful, thank you. Oh, oh, I see. Greedo. I'm surprised they haven't made a Greedo spin-off. Marvel Cinematic Universe is pretty overrated. They should have ended with Avengers 4, but it's Disney and they love the money. Yeah, well, and also, I mean, there's just... How many comic book characters are there? Hundreds and hundreds. They've got content for years. Years and years. Because the thing is like... It doesn't even matter if they get through the popular ones. People seem to love the minor ones even more. The ones that no one's ever heard of. I heard you can actually purchase digital classic game and still play it after the Game Pass has expired. Really? That seems a bit... Seems like Microsoft would have clamped down on that very quickly if that was possible. Okay, right, let's put this away. This is where I'm going to need to tab a little bit, so don't mind me. But I am going to have to tab. Hopefully it doesn't wreck Streamlabs. No, it doesn't. Good. Okay. Let's get this started, shall we? I'm a bit scared, though. Oh, how do you... Can you tab out of Minecraft, but not have the pause screen? How do you do that? Is that a rule? Game rule. No pause. Do pause? Nope. I'm sure that's a thing. Max, help me. Oh, F3P. Oh, it's not a rule. Oh, thank you. Pause on lost focus. Yeah, we are. There we are. Right, good. Perfect. Thank you very much. So we're going to make some portals first, which are 3 by 4. I say that, I actually haven't got enough obsidian, so we're going to just use spruce planks for now. I'm going to have to get this roughly centered. Well, actually, I could just steal that one, couldn't I? That is a good reference. That is a very good reference. Let's get this Charlotte in here. I never really liked the MCU. It's such a cold and businessy approach to making films. It's very churny, isn't it? Like a factory. Although, I mean, I say that, but I don't mind some of them. I think they're very, like, just popcorny, you know, popcorn munching, turn your brain off films. But there are too many of them. There was definitely an oversaturation. But aren't they doing phases with Star Wars now as well? I'm pretty sure they were going to do different trilogy phases and stuff like that. Have I got enough for 2 portals? 1, 2, 3. So 3 by 4. So that's 8. 8. Ignore the corners. 6. 14. No, I don't. Damn. We'll use nether bricks because it's dark. And let's just say the center is roughly... Yeah, let's say here. This is good. This is good. We're going. This is it, folks. We're planting. We're planting. Games World. Oh. Hang on. Ignore that. I was going to say Games World has begun, but that's just taken away from what Red Star did.
Very good! Very good! Yay!
I said ignore that. Do not highlight it with a a reward. There we are. Oh, bugger. I knew I forgot now. Oh, it's fine. And then it's a gap of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is how I'm doing the portal. It's going to be a dual portal. A dual portal. This is going to have to be obsidian for now. I know it's not, but that'll do, pig. That'll do. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, should that have been actually a little bit closer to this side? Oh, this is it. This is decisions. I should have come here and prepped this area as well. Shut the muck up, everyone. Yeah, I know, but the thing, I don't really like custom portals, if I'm being honest with you. I'm very boring in that regard. I just like them vanilla. Vanilla style. I think I should have actually made it a little bit over this way. So let's do that all over again. Sorry, everyone. Boomer mindset. Well, duh. Obviously. How far over should we go? Yeah, actually, maybe the center should be more like here. Let's say this one. Let's say this one. This one. My mind is made up. Sure, I don't actually think I'm going to get this done in time. This is a big build. As I say, big build plans. But it's quite a simple build. So what I've done is... I have said... Have I said this? That this is going to be the entrance. You know, like the theme park entrance. And I've gone with quite a simple design because, frankly, I think it should look fairly classic. Like I said before, I'm taking the initiative here. No one else has come up with an idea, so I'm just going to go with traditional theme park. We're not doing Disneyland. We're not even doing Disneyland. But just a theme park. And if people want to do things inside that theme, then they can go for it, but... Damn it! Well, it's interesting you say flags, Weather, because as I was saying about earlier with the whole banners, you are actually onto something. You're onto something there. There we are. That's better. I like that a lot more. Where's my bed? Oh, it's over there. What is Dan doing? He's on and off all night. Right, let's make some of these. Look at these, right? I don't know if any of you in the chat have not seen these yet. You're missing out. Look at these beauties. Seriously? Ah, that was weird. These might be my new favorite block in the game. They are so nice. Actually, I can turn this back up now, can't I? Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's what I should be doing as well, really. Oh, I am. Never mind. Look at this. Now, they do make a bit of a weird noise. I will say that. But they are just, they're just the, oh, it's just the perfect path block. It's got the brick texture, but it's light. It's got that tan shade instead, and it's just perfect. And it makes a nice noise. Look at that noise. How satisfying is that? Very, very satisfying. Damn it. I realised when I said that, and I was hoping no one would notice. As soon as I said that, I was like, that was stupid. Maybe no one heard. Yeah, so this is going to be the main path of the game land. I hereby decree. Someone said democracy earlier. I think it was Max. Democracy in action. I'm going to use that now. That's going to be my go-to. Democracy. Basically, when I want to get my own way. Okay, right, good. Let's carry on with this. So it is quite a. It is going to be quite a very. I mean, you can see from the stuff in my shulkers, like, you know, it's nothing really too fancy. Stone brick. There's a bit of quartz involved. Bit of red concrete, but really not that much. Right, good. Let's tab back into here. Let's get the stone in place, shall we? Yes, let's. I think there actually might be, yeah. That's depressing, isn't it? Right, here we are. So we're going to go boom, boom. I've lost it. Wait, I should really turn that on for this as well, so you're not getting the pause screen all the time. That would be better, wouldn't it? Okay, it's just that for one. Then it's that. Then it's 3. Then it's 1. Lovely. So something. This is the overall width of it. I've got that right, haven't I? I think I have. It's huge, isn't it? I mean, look at this building. It's absolutely humongous. How on earth am I going to build this? Best builder ever. Very good. Then we go up 4. Yeah, 4. Let's do this. Actually, we need some stairs, everyone. We need stairs. Oh, also, one other thing I wanted to briefly discuss. I wanted to pose as a question. All right, I'm gonna pose a question to you in the chat, and I want your honest feedback here, right? Don't beat around the bush. Don't sugarcoat. Someone in your life, this is a hypothetical situation, someone in your life has come up to you without any sort of prompt, right, and said that you remind them of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. What would your reaction to that be? Purely hypothetical situation. Absolutely hypothetical. So, okay, all right. I lied. I lied, yeah. It happened to me. It happened to me at work on Friday. I went into the office. I don't go in the office every day. Maybe this is why. But I went into the office on Friday, and because there was a staff party afterwards. And just, I was walking into the office and going to sit down on my computer. And another member of staff, out of the blue, they just said, you know what, you really remind me of Sheldon. I didn't really know what they were going for, whether that was I don't know if it was a compliment. I mean, they must have known that it's not really a compliment. Unless, I mean, I haven't watched that much Big Bang Theory, but I've watched enough to know that I don't think you want to be a Sheldon character. Right? Ooh, why am I getting so framey here? What's going on? But it just adds to the ongoing list of strange people that I've been compared to. Another one, and this is even stranger because it's just it's so sort of like intangible. But someone else in the office said that I remind them of a German exchange student. and that was it. That was it. So yeah, interesting colleagues. This needs to go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I'm more of a Leonard. Oh, thank you. I think Leonard was cooler, right? He had a bit more social awareness. Did they mean in looks or personality? I think they meant personality. Because Sheldon doesn't wear glasses, does he? Does he? Right, hang on, let's just count this. I Muckdal. How many German exchange students have they met? That's a good question. Probably 0. Actually, I went into town the other day and I saw, for the first time since pre-COVID, a lot of exchange students. I think they were actually French, not German. But a lot of exchange students in town, and I was sort of like, oh, you know those things about those memes like nature is healing after COVID? Well, that's one of them. Nature is healing in the form of exchange students are back. And more annoying than ever. They're just, they're not that annoying, but they do come up to me sometimes with bits of paper and ask them to help with their quiz, and I don't actually know. Like they're asking me about all these landmarks, or like, where do I find this street? And I don't know. That way? the opposite direction to where I'm going, maybe? Right, okay, that's that done. I do like beer and sausage, to be fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What did anyone got cactus I can trade or buy? I don't think. El Zilcho, I'm afraid. Zilcho is the word of the day. Okay, that'll do for that, I think. Very dark here. Gonna die. We had the same amount of exchange students whilst I was a tutor, even with COVID. Wow, okay. Yeah, no, that was completely dried up for us. During COVID. I remember, this is very unrelated, but just something I was reminded of when I said that. Someone at work called COVID. Whenever they mentioned about COVID, they always said COVID. You know, stressing that bit first, like COVID. And at first I thought because like, oh, maybe it's like so new and maybe that is the right way of saying it, but I don't think it is. But it got to like a year into it and they were still saying COVID. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I don't think it's said like that. Maybe it is. COVID. Sounds funnier. Right, let's do the dark oak now. How much do these go up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gotcha. Okay. Clock's got to go for now, I'm afraid. You got asked the way to the local brewery yesterday. I'd say, I'll tell you, if you get me a drink there. Yeah, no, they do. I'm not going to disagree with that. Right, this one goes up 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. You're True. There is one thing we get right, the British. You're 5 kilometers away? Yeah, okay, maybe not. Oh, damn you. Damn you. I'm definitely going to run out of dark oak. And I'm screwed. I'm going to have to go all the way back. Darn. Will I open a yacht shop if they add it in the game? Yeah. I do need a shop. Not that anyone would really buy anything, because... Oh, I don't know. But, I had a good idea for a shop before we reset the map, and now I forgot it. Which is pretty much me all over. Because I'm old, you see. Just before anyone else says that, I'll get in there first. Thank you. Right, this... Oh no, how much have I got left? Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I'm gonna die. Oh no, I haven't even done that side yet. Oh no, I still got 1 stack. Still not gonna be enough though. But it might be alright. There's a new untitled Star Wars movie that'll be directed by Taika with... Yeah, that's the one I was mentioning about earlier, Max. Although I couldn't remember his name exactly, but I think I said... I think that's what I said. And I'll be honest, you know, I haven't seen this new Thor film, and I probably won't because I'm not fussed. But I've seen the trailer, and the trailer looks interesting, so I'll give it to him that he definitely has his style, and is going for something a little bit different. Oh, I might just have... No, I won't. No, I won't. I've not heard of that one. I've been meaning to watch the Jojo Rabbit. Just because Funny Hitler sounds great to me. I mean, if there's ever a movie that is directed for me, Funny Hitler has got to be up there. Oh, I'm so close to having... actually, no, I still need more than this. A lot more, so that's fine. That will do for now. So this is how it's coming along right now. Let me just give you a little preview. As you can see, it's not the prettiest. I'm just gonna say that right now. It's not the prettiest build, but it's a build. It's a build. I might actually need to go back and get some dark oak now. Oh. I don't think there's going to be a dark oak forest anywhere nearby, is there? That's going to be quite wishful thinking. No. Okay. Let's go back. Bye, Dan. I'll still say Dan. It's oscillate. Oscillate. Right, let's go grab some wood. His other Thor film was fine. It kind of seems like he's just doing the same again with the new one, though. Oh, he's done one before. I didn't realise that. Even down to using an 80s rock song as a theme. His other non-Marvel stuff is great, though. Hunt for the Water People is brilliant. Yeah, I've not seen any of those. I've not seen any of those. Oh. I completely forgot that he'd done another one. Oh, Ragnarok, right? No. You go in there. Right, where am I going to get dark oak? Lemons is in a dark oak forest. Question is, has he got a tunnel? I don't know. Boo. Scott and Rad, I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not going the wrong way. That would be roughly the right way. So maybe it's a tunnel next to it. Let's try this side. Snow side, perfect. I see you up there. Don't even try. Get back. Oh god, you made me jump. Holy crap, that actually made me jump. I don't need to play horror games. This one makes me scared enough. That was so bad. Right, first on the right. Lemons. Alright, let's go. Down? Yes. Right, I'm not gonna deforest right near his base. I'm gonna go a little bit further away. But I do want some dark oak. Those damn hoglins, piglins, whatever they are. Piglins. Let's go further. Well, I guess let's go that way then. Stay away from everyone. And do some minor deforesting. You do get a lot of saplings from these, so it's not like we won't be able to replant them. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't bring my bed. Weather, save me. Please sleep, weather. Weather. Right, I'll start deforesting here around the edge. Then it's less noticeable as well. Weather, please. I mean, I could just go sleep in Lemons' bed, couldn't I? Who wouldn't want to do that? Oh, thank you. My hero. Okay, I don't need to get a crazy amount for this. Probably... Let's go with maybe 4 stacks or something like that. That won't take long to get. In the meantime... let's see now. Have I got anything to ramble about? Not particularly. Not particularly. Oh. I have got a bit of a story to tell though in terms of what happened on Friday. So I might have mentioned earlier that I had a staff party on Friday. It was someone was leaving. Actually, 2 people were leaving, so they joined the staff parties together, and sort of got that vibe just from the lead up to it that it was going to be like quite a big night out in terms of quite a few staff were planning to get Larry, let's just say, which is always exciting because it usually means there's going to be some form of drama one way or another, and there certainly was. I won't get into too many specifics, but what I will say is we were at the pub after work, and a surprise appearance from an old colleague who retired, right? So she didn't die. She must be mid-60s, maybe late 50s. Maybe she retired early, I can't remember. But yeah, she came back. Mainly, she said because she's retired and bored and wanted to come out for a drink and say goodbye to these colleagues that were leaving. And I saw her. There she was with a glass of wine in her hand. I was like, you go, girl. I didn't actually say that, but I thought it. And she was like, yeah, you know, my husband's picking me up later, so I'm here to have a good time, sort of thing. I was like, yeah, good for you. She weren't kidding. She was not kidding. Later on in the night, there was karaoke. Now, don't get any ideas. I did not do any karaoke myself. I was not... Well, basically, I wasn't drunk enough, basically. But I just wasn't in the right mood to sing. Or at least try to sing. But a lot of other people were, and it was great. And someone included lovely retired old lady. So her song of choice was Tina Turner, Simply the Best. Great song. It's a good choice, actually, because, you know, it's one that you can get the crowd going with, and she certainly did. She was, she by this point, she definitely had quite a few glasses of wine, and she was getting very much into it, sticking the microphone in people's faces, getting them to sing along to the words. So I did sing a little bit, because she did do that to me. So I was there, you know, you're simply the best, and all that sort of stuff. And even when she wasn't singing, she was up there dancing. Eventually, we did have to leave. We moved on to a different pub, and that's when we lost track. It's always the way on nights out. It's the thing that always starts to like form cracks in the night out. Is switching places. Oh wow, I've definitely got enough now. Yeah, as soon as you move on to another venue, you start losing people, which is what happened. And unfortunately, I didn't see her again for the rest of the night. But what I did hear is that they stayed a bit longer at this first pub. She had a bit more to drink. And on the walk from one pub to another, she was Pukey McGee. Which, like, you'd have to kind of know her, but just the fact that this little old lady, unassuming, she was out for a proper good time. And yeah, she apparently she needed quite a lot of help on the way back, getting home, walking straight. Wait, where's the portal? Oh, down there. I just thought that was so great, though. That's who I want to be when I'm older. Not even Margareta, no. Margareta, where do I go? Ah. There was other drama in the form of people sneaking off to the toilets together. Being as indiscreet as you could possibly be. If you're going to go and canoodle in the toilet. But yeah. Where do I need to go now? Oh yeah, back to the thing. I saw a report from a month ago that Avatar 2 teaser trailer, you know, the Avatar, gets more views than every Star Wars trailer, which is insane because it advertised me at the Divine. Didn't Avatar do really well in China? I think it became the highest grossing film of all time for a reason, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was mainly from overseas. Oh yeah, I will never lose the melody. That's about it though. You'd be pleased to know also that I did not get very drunk. I had a great time. And no hangover the next day. Great. Love when that happens. Oh my. Right, let's get back to this build because we've still got a lot to do. And it's 10 o'clock already. So let's finish off this dark oak stuff first. Which is the other side. No, wait. No, it's there. Where did I put the rest of my scaffold? Ah, there you are. Don't try and hide from me. Sneaky. Did I just... I'm losing my mind. Come back here. Stay in there. Don't run away like that, scaffold. Very naughty. Have I been watching any Glastonbury coverage? I have not, and I've actually been a bit upset because I've been wanting to watch... I wanted to watch Paul McCartney's. And, oh. I actually wanted to watch a bit of Billie Eilish's, mainly just so, I assume she might have sung No Time to Die as well, but yeah, I really wanted to watch Paul McCartney's, and there was no good stream of it, and I didn't want to watch it on BBC because I don't pay for a TV license, so I know that they probably don't care, but I just couldn't be bothered to sign in and everything onto iPlayer. So I've not actually had a chance to watch it yet, although I've heard that he was actually pretty good, which is surprising. Well, not surprising, because obviously he's a professional and has been doing it for like 70 years, but 50 years, I don't know. But I remember hearing a few songs he did from a couple of years back, and he didn't sound great, but maybe he was just having an off day. I don't know. Right, let's get on with this front bit now, in which we need lots of stairs, oak stairs. Boom. All the stairs. And some of these bad boys. What am I doing? I'm building the entrance to the games district. Joe, I should probably fill that in actually. That bit stays empty. Yeah, this is like the entrance. Yeah, in a theme park, they always have the entrances with the... Oops, the ticket booths and stuff. Oh, crap. It's not going to have ticket booths, obviously, but it's going to just look a bit like that. You have no interest in anyone there, but you did hear McCartney was pretty good. Yeah. Didn't he have... I think he had Dave Grohl on as well, which was quite good. Right. And then how to... 3. I go up 3. I might actually destroy that portal because it's going to be noisy and annoying. Maybe it was right. Maybe I'm fine. He is 80. He is 80. That is true. And I was even watching a video of, Paul McCartney, Elton John, and sometimes Elton John sounds pretty bad, but then other times he actually sounds still pretty good. It's just about the way that you sing the songs now. Like, obviously they can't reach the same notes they could when they were 20. So it's about, you know, going down in a note rather than going up like it used to be, or so on and so forth. But there's obviously that funny video that everyone jokes about, the what was it? COVID charity fundraising thing where he was singing "I'm Still Standing," but it sounded like he was singing "I'm Dill Dandin" or something like that. Maybe he had a cold, I don't know. But no, sometimes he can sound alright. And yeah, like you say, he is 80, or well, mid-70s Elton John, so... you know what, let's put the... No, let's not do that, actually. Ah! It was pretty horrific. Not a great way to start off a pandemic. It's like when they all sang, all the bloody celebrities sang Imagine. Ugh. Gross. Do you want to smell that? I mean, it's not just their breath, so everywhere stinks in a festival. That's the thing. Especially one like Glastonbury, where it can get very muddy and things as well. And dirty. Yeah, I'm not a big festival fan. Especially since that's where I bloody got COVID from, I'm pretty sure, about a month ago. It was only a crappy little one, and I still got COVID from it. But I'm just not a massive music fan, and to me, yeah, like that situation, being surrounded by everyone getting pushed around, knocked about, paying absurd prices for a drink and food, and yeah, it's just not my. I mean, I don't judge people who that is their thing, but it's just not for me, really. But, you know, one-off concerts or gigs, yeah, I get that for the most part. In fact, I'm going to go see Kings of Leon at the end of this month. So that'll be good. Long time fan of them. Ever since, well, pretty much since their first album. Youth and Young Manhood back in 2003, I think it was. Right, we're getting somewhere with this, folks. It may look very unfinished, because it is, but there's not an incredible amount of stuff to do now, really. Oh right, I've got to do these bits. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they must hate some songs, like their most popular ones. It's why, you know, they always, whenever someone does a new song, the new songs in a concert, and they're just waiting. They're just waiting for the classics to come out. Like, they don't care about your new album. Get onto the golden oldies. You get your concert and festival food for free because you volunteer with the Red Cross. That's good. That's good of them to do that. Quite right too. Right, is that it? Yes. Excellente. Right, let's go grab... Actually, let's go sleep, first of all. Next up, we're going to do a little bit of lighting with these and these and these. We're not going to light with them, but we are going to use them. I do love using trapdoors as trims. I just think it looks very good. Unless I keep doing that. Big fan of this. Okay. Then we're going to stick some of these on, some of those on. In fact, if we do this... Nope. There is a quick way of doing this, hang on. Something like this. Ah! Damn it. Have I posted any topic on my blog, the Muck blog? I haven't. I haven't in a long time. I don't feel as bad about that anymore, though, because I'm actually not paying as much for it. I used to pay a stupid amount. Well, not a stupid amount, but I used to pay for a WordPress thing, and it's like, WordPress I hate WordPress. They're evil. So although I do still have to pay for the domain of muck.blog, I moved it all over to GitHub, which do free hosting, which is much, much better. But yeah, I haven't done a blog post in a long time. Even though I have some ideas of what I'd want to write about, I'm just lazy. I'm just lazy. There's no excuse. Just laziness. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat it. Okay, that's good. You may be thinking, what is this? Why is there a gap here, Joe? What's this all about? Well, well, well. This is a very good question. And one that you are going to get the answer to. Post haste. That's right, I just used the words post haste. Oh, look at that, I had the perfect amount of stone bricks. Oh, it's almost like I planned it. Right, let's go back. Let's get, what is underneath this block? Just stone brick, all right. Grab some more of that then. Oh, I'm running out. And then we get the red concrete. Get rid of that. Yes, the red concrete is for the sign. Oh, I need trapdoors as well. And trapdoors. Give me all the trapdoors, please. Boom. And actually those as well. This is why building stuff on creative is good. If I was doing this off the cuff, 1, 2, 3, 4 high. If I was building this off the cuff, this stream would be 8 hours long. Well, actually, probably longer than that. I would have built it and tore it down 5 times over already, and Jude will be snoozing. Maybe you already are, but yeah, for my own sanity, this is the way to go for most things. For most things, sometimes it's nice to be a bit more spontaneous. Sometimes it's not. I am a nerd. Dennis, I got called Sheldon earlier. Well, at work. I was telling people earlier, so that's true. That's true. Oh, I got this wrong actually. That shouldn't be that. Damn it. Why am I so bad at this game? Why? Oh! Oh! I'm actually doing now. This is the level I've got to. No, you're going to annoy me. Go away. Don't annoy me. MC, you're not allowed to say that. I'm gonna, you know, in like the Twitch moderating tools, I'm gonna ban the word old. I'm gonna ban the word old. Then you'll all see. You'll see. You'll all see. So then you go, uh-oh. This is the stuff that I would completely have just cut out if I was making JFS videos still. This, I was thinking about that earlier. About, because I was doing one of those nostalgic YouTube searches, looking through people's old videos, Nax's videos, Dennis's videos, Shawstin's, Red Stars. Just watching back some old clips and stuff. And I was like, man, I did put a lot of effort into stuff. Yeah, like all this stuff I would have just built obviously off camera and then just been like, eh, or like done a montage of it or something. But no, now we're getting the whole shebang. Every last block placement. To be specific, I was watching, most of the videos were about Dang City. Good old Dang City. What a great time. What a great time. I am stalking all of you. Right, that will do there. I think I might have made too many. No, actually, this is actually not enough slabs. Old luck. Old schmuck luck, they call me. The kids. Right, let's we'll finish this bit. We'll do this bit last because this is the sign. Let's continue with the tower. Actually, let's just quickly do the inside because this bit's really quick and easy. How are we doing for time? We're doing fine. I will get this done tonight. You wait and see. You watch. You don't think I will, but I will. Yep. Spruce stairs. Do I have any spruce stairs on me? Spruce stairs anywhere? Yes, I do. What's going on in the chat? I see some stuff happening. Oh, Nax is gonna hate that. Speedrun building. Let's do it. Speedrun. How does this look again? Oops. Let's just move away from the portal. In fact, let's just not for right now because that's annoying me. Oh, okay, you removed it. Fine. So that stair goes on there, right? By weather. Is that the right height? No. Oh, weather's gone. That means I can't rely on him to sleep for me. I have to do it on my own. Is that the right? Yeah. Yes. Where's my bed? Maybe I probably should have some block terms on here actually. Well, I presume like a lot of the bad stuff is by default, or at least I'd hope so. I don't really think there's anything specific to me that I'd want banned. Very good. Oh, I do like that noise it makes. I really do. The tiles or mud bricks. There is now an auto mod, but bot spam protection is not an available option. That seems a bit like an oversight. Oops. Does sound a bit like a ticking almost though, which is confusing me sometimes. That is so satisfying. I love doing that. Let's fill in this. I guess the bot stuff, you know, like all the bloody buy followers, become famous. I bet whenever they try and fix one thing, they just find a new way to do it still. Oh yeah, that's fine. Right, we're getting there. We are getting there. Just stick these on. Lovely jubbly. This is actually meant to be stone as well. Oh, I see. I knew I didn't bring enough stone brick. I knew it. Got to look into more of the chat moderation stuff. I know. I mean, I've never really looked at it. That's kind of bad, isn't it? But I don't know. Who am I mod? I'm not a mod in Nate's chat. I don't know who I'm. I don't think I'm a mod in anyone's chat, so I've never really needed to. But maybe for my own stream, I should probably know what's available. Ah, I'm in yours, whether okay, they are. For your streams, whether I will look it up. Right. Let's stick this on this level. Yeah, this level. Oh, am I in yours as well, MC? Okay. Maybe I'm all powerful. Feels like you're more than everyone's streams. It does, doesn't it? Right. We haven't even. I don't want to say it's the complicated part, but it's going to be a bit finicky. We're not even up to that bit yet, which does worry me slightly. And I did not bring enough. Well, bugger. That's fine. While we're up here. Actually, I'll do it at the end. Lazy mod. I mean, I suppose I should be quite thankful that don't really need much modding here. And obviously we're not a huge Twitch channel here, so it's not like there's thousands of people messaging and saying tons of hurtful vitriol. Right, okay. Next up is... Well, I've lost my window. Next up is the little top bits of the tower, which is more dark oak, and it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. And I definitely need more stone brick, which means MySpace is dead. I thought MySpace came back. Briefly. So I brought way too much red concrete and not enough stone brick. And I just destroyed the portal. Uh-oh. It crashed. MySpace crashed. My coin. Space coin. You should have invested in the metaverse, Dennis. It's on the up and up. My friend Mark told me. I wonder what weather's up to. Oh, he's working on spawn. Right, we're going to grab some stone brick. Is there anything else I need to grab that I've said that I don't have? I don't actually think there is. I think we're doing all right. Oh, no, I've got that. No, I'm fine. Get away. Ow. Who did Mark kiss? He can't kiss. He's a robot. They don't know how to. How's Seymour doing? And Edna. There's Edna. Seymour? There you are. I wish I had some food for you. What do they eat? Does anyone know what they eat? I know it's magma cubes to get the frog lights, which I do want, but is it just slime? Let's give them some slime. Let's give them some slime. Seymour. Oh, it makes them horny. Let's get some little baby. Oh no, they're going to try and... Oh, here we are. Yes. Get that frog spawn a poppin'. Go on. We need more babies than that. Maybe there's not enough valid blocks. I don't know. What are these guys doing? Edna, find some love, will ya? There you go. You go find Edna. Oh, whatever. Stupid things. Crazy frog lady. That's me. Whoa. Edna, calm down, will ya? Whoa, oh my god, they're all going crazy. They're too excited. They're too excited by the slime balls. I don't blame them. Which one's the prince? It's definitely Seymour. Although, let's try, shall we? Mwah. Oh, my prince left me. Michael J. Fox is getting an honorary Oscar, apparently. That's nice. He deserves it he deserves it for Back to the Future, and also he was in an episode of Scrubs, which was pretty good. Oh, and he was really good in Curb Your Enthusiasm as well. This song is making me sleepy. Skip that. Let's walk through the park instead. Oh yeah. Jazzy. Bye, Naxa. Thanks for coming. Michigan J Frog, what a name. Back we go. I'll be honest, I actually haven't seen most of Curb Your Enthusiasm. Just that one specific episode of Michael J. Fox I've seen, because it was apparently very funny. But it might be one of those series that it might be a dinner time series after Bob's Burgers. Although I say that, we're only halfway through Bob's Burgers. There's a lot of episodes. We're just about to switch over to season 6. All right. All right, what was I doing? I ran out of stone brick because I was doing... I've done that side. This side. Yes. Righty-ho, so next bit is 1. Let's get these on there actually. 2, 3, 4. Very good. Oh. And then here. Yes. I'm actually quite pleased with this design. Considering that I really didn't actually base it off anything, it was just sort of making it up as I go along. It came out pretty well, all things considering. Oh, I've just realised these are the wrong... Oh, these need to be those because you can see the tops of them. Darn it. How do I click that? I guess I can't. Is that right? Yes, it is. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm going to cover these. I don't need to do this. Silly me. They're going to get covered. Go back. Go back from whence you came. Trapdoors. I love using that word, whence. It's such a great word. Isn't it? It's just me. Right, and now we're getting on to the very tricky part. We have a This is the bit I'm probably least pleased with. It's okay, but it's a what do you call these? Cone tower. Why can't I not think of the... It's late. My brain's not working. But pointy tower. It's a pointy tower. We're going to need lots of them. Get rid of that, get rid of that. We'll use that later on, actually. Keep that. Get rid of that. Give me some quartz. Yes, 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 yes. Some more trapdoors. Do I have any more trapdoors? Not really. That's not good, because I actually need quite a lot more. Give me those. Oh, we've run out of music. We've reached the end of the playlist. How about that? Time to start from the very beginning. Cool. Right, that should be enough. I'm horrible at designing things outside of creative mode, but I'm trying to force myself to not do it this time for the theatre meeting room. I suppose it's going all right so far. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the sort of person you are as well, because I don't want to say I'm a perfectionist, but something will bug me if I know that I could have done it better. And that's the thing that I would get with sort of, you know, spontaneous building is that it would probably look fine. It would look fine, but I would know that I could have done it better. And then it's like, it would just niggle away at me in the back of my mind. But it is kind of silly just building things twice. I definitely, I can understand how some people just think this is so stupid, building things twice. Because it is. Oops. Will the map expand if you climb the tower? Which tower? Which map? Oh man, design in Minecraft. That's an old thing. We have a very good memory. To be honest, that's the sort of thing where now, like, that's been replaced in my mind. That's the sort of thing that B-Dubs is doing that I wanted to do. B-double-O, where he really gets into... He doesn't really get into it, but you know, on a YouTube level of entertaining, but also sort of informative. You know, when he explains his design choices and stuff like that. That's what I find really interesting. You know, and that way, that's the way that you learn as well. Okay, these little sections here, the reason why I've left them hollow is because, you know it, I gotta have myself a clock tower. It's a favourite of mine to build, even though it's just obviously kind of pointless in Minecraft. It looks nice. It looks nice and I like it. So let me have them, alright? If I can fit one in, I usually do. Excellent. This is going swimmingly. Actually, that's what, no, that's what I wanted to do. That's fine. Oh, I didn't bring the nether brick. Oh, that was stupid of me. All right, let's get on with this bit then. Let's get on with this bit. I'm not looking forward to this, but we'll do it quickly. In fact, oh no, I did forget some things. Crap. I did forget some building blocks. I just realised. All right, for now, I'm going to have to use the red concrete, but I actually wanted to have red wool. That was silly of me. Put that way. Put that way. Put that away. Okay. Save the clock tower. We need to get some lightning. Oh, lightning rod would actually do it, wouldn't it? You could actually do that now in Minecraft. Right, there's the dial. Let's get it on. Can I finagle this? I surely can. Look at that. Right, now 4. Let's zoom in on this because I need to get this. If I get this wrong, it's going to look bad because it's meant to be a nice cone. Did I seriously not bring any slabs with me? Oh, I don't need slabs. I don't need slabs. It's all good. Right, here we are. So we have full blocks and stairs, and we're gonna go. Is that a stair or a full block? That's a stair. We're gonna go stair. Stair. I used to be really good at doing these because castles obviously were my thing. I used to love a good castle, and I mean I kind of brought that back now with this season, but then I lost it, and I had to use one of those generator things to do like the right cone. But this one I actually just kept on working it until it looked right. It's not easy though. It's all about the angles. Then we go like that and one in the middle. Replaced with TikTok. How many people use TikTok? As in the chat right now. Does anyone use TikTok? Is anyone a fan of TikTok? I feel like it's becoming more and more difficult to avoid. I'm not saying that I want to avoid it. I don't really have any sort of opinion on it. In fact, I really like it when Max from the JFS sends me funny TikToks. But it does seem like it's becoming more sort of equivalent to Twitter in like every company or something will have its own TikTok now, like a corporate version of it or something. And there we go, up 2. And I forgot the fences, but it's all right because we'll use these. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 fences. One, 2, 3, 4. Right. As I say, this is going to be made out of concrete, but I would ideally like it to be wool. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, is it? What am I doing here? What a mess. Also, this should probably be going the... Joe, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's just a flag, Joe. Calm down. There we are. Just a little flag. waving away. It actively annoys me in such an old man way. Pretty easy to avoid. I don't know. I guess it depends on who you like, or who you watch or who you hang around with. But for me, it's quite a common thing now. Like, someone will show me a funny video and I'll be like, or a funny thing, like, I don't know. I don't want to say like a viral thing, but sometimes they are. And I'll be like, oh, where's that from? TikTok. Where'd you get that idea from? TikTok. There's some good stuff on TikTok, I just don't use it. I'm pretty sure they're probably, yeah, I don't doubt that. There are some creative things on there. It's not all trash. I bet. Right, that's good. This probably needs some sort of lighting up here, but that can be for another day. Come on in. Oh, hell. I do find it funny how many YouTube shorts are basically TikToks. It's just like a complete rejection of YouTube shorts. Right, let's see, look at that. Doesn't that look quite nice? I like that. Little clock tower with a flag waving. The roof works better if you are further back. It's still not perfect though. I can probably improve that and make it a little bit smoother. But for now it's fine. It's fine for now. It will do. It will do, pig. That'll do. Now we've just got to do all of the exact same thing on the other side. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think so. Oh. Is that right? Yes, it is. My computer's making some strange noises. Yep, on that. Let me just calculate this. Do I have enough? Wait, 5 by 5. Oh, I think I just have enough. Oh, no, I don't, because I need them for the clock as well. Bugger. Back to the old chests we go. Or not. Let's overshoot them instead. Gimme you. Damn spruce. It's always a thing. I never make more than what I need for most things. I always make less. I always err on the side of caution. And I just end up wasting time. So that's 4 for each side. No, 12 plus 20. I need 32. Ah, so close. So close. Let's just assume I'm going to drop one as well. Or 2. There we are. Right. Let's get the second one done and then we're almost finished. We just need to finish the sign. I really don't like the short content videos, but clearly they have a wide audience from everything from TikTok to YouTube to Facebook. Almost surprising that Vine didn't last. Yeah, the thing is that I think if Vine came back today... Actually, I don't know why Vine failed. I really don't. Because you're right, like, it is Vine. Vine 2.0, all this stuff. I do kind of agree. Like I think it is bad. I do think it is bad, like the whole focus on such short form entertainment. Mainly for people's attention spans. I notice it with myself, which is worrying. Like my attention span is pretty bad. Even if I am old. But that is me sounding very doom and gloomy and boomery, isn't it? Doom, gloom, and boom. Doomer, gloomer, boomer. That's me. Maybe we'll be fine. Maybe the future generations, maybe the short attention span will actually be a good thing. Another Princess Peach's castle. No, this is the entrance. This is the entrance to... Well, it's where you're going to come out of the spawn, the portal. Because it's a theme park, it's got to have a nice entrance. Oops, hang on. One more. There we are. Don't worry, I got this down now. Look at this speed, precision building. Right, now I forgot. Hang on. I was doing so well. Up to, okay. Up to, and then boom, boom, boom. Sweet, there we are. Right. This is going this way, isn't it? Yeah. Let's remember how this flag goes. 2 and then 4 and then 2 and then 1. 1. Bye, MC. Thank you for coming along. Catch you in the next one. 2 and then 1. There's actually a revival vine called Vine 2, but nobody noticed. It's kind of like when they tried to bring back Bebo and just no one cared. Like, yeah, great. There's all this marketing for it, and then it was just a big fat failure. I think that's that bit done. Oh wait, one more. Did I do the clocks? Come on, fall down right. There we are. Excellent. Okay. Let's get this thing finished. We're almost done. Unbelievable. I've actually built something on a live stream. This never happens, folks. This is a special moment you're seeing right now. It really is. So we need another stack of slabs. Oh, I really hope I got enough quartz. I might have spoken too soon. Okay. And I need more for the letters. Oh, actually, do I? Wait. I don't want to waste any quartz if I don't need to. No, I only need 1, 2, 3, 4. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I only need 5 each side, so that means I only need 10. Which means I only need, yeah. Let's do 12. The rest can stay as blocks. And stairs. Lots of stairs. Oh, I don't think I've got enough stairs. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. So I'm also going to very quickly just make a few more of those. Whew, okay. Let's try this. I might only have enough to do one side in the end, but if that is the case, then so be it. No. Oh, no. No. Perfect throw. Genius. Right, actually, we probably shouldn't start like that. We should start on the letters because otherwise we're going to get hit by the top of the blocks. Top of the blocks. Oh, someone should do a Minecraft themed music show called Top of the Blocks. What a great idea. All right, here we are. The moment none of you have been waiting for. Oh, this is going to be so annoying. I really should have done this before, actually. Because I'm going to keep getting hit by the... we'll see. Wait, are they stairs? They are stairs. Whew, okay, good. I'm going to have to concentrate now, so I might be very quiet. Intense concentration here for letters. Very good. Copyright that. Consider it done. This is the Art Attack drawing music, isn't it? I should bring that back. No! So dramatic. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have enough to do both sides, which is sad. That goes there, that goes there. You've had one ready since I stopped it. Yeah, I will. I just I don't know. I don't quite know why I actually stopped. I think I turned it off for one time and I just never turned it back on. And yeah, strange. Because I did enjoy it. Well, sometimes it was a bit stressful. In a good way, I suppose. In a good way. And there was some funny stuff that came from it as well. Let's just stick this on whilst I'm up here. Because some of you eagle-eyed viewers in the chat might have noticed what I just spelled out. And that's because as I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I am taking the initiative with this place. And what that means is, because no one came up with any ideas for names, and we're not going to call it Morge World, and we're not going to call it JsanoLand, and I don't want to call it the Games District, I have decided, for now, subject to change, it's JsanoLand. It's JsanoLand. We're going retro. We're going retro. We're having a callback. We have nothing to do with JSano anymore, but I kind of like that this would still be called JsanoLand in a way. So yeah, that's my idea for now. If anyone has any better ideas for names, then we can change the sign. But there we are. And actually, I like how this sign turned out. I quite like having the capital letters and then the lines. Reminds me a bit of, I don't know what it reminds me of, but I like it. There we are. Let's take a little screenshot of that bad boy. Oh, I know what that's going to be the thumbnail. That's going to be the thumbnail with the logo behind it. Oh yeah. Actually, let's get rid of the scaffold. Let's get rid of the scaffold first. Who? Oh, I'll explain in a moment. I'll
crump with you, sweetie
Oh my
pie.
goodness. Kango Fango, thank you very much for the follow, and hello. First stream I caught live. Well, welcome. You've joined me as I'm doing a little build here on the Minecraft server I play on. Right, scaffold gone. Let me take out the screenshot again, just because I do want that as a thumbnail of the VOD. Thank you very much. Looks very good. I'm glad you think so. Way better than Arcave that. I know, Arcave. What a stupid name that is, eh? Who would name their game land that? Let's go. This is making me a bit dizzy. Why does it look wonky to me? Is that just me? I guess it's because I'm not centered. Who cares? That'll do. That'll do. Right. Kango Fango is a great name. It reminds me of Grim Fandango. Don't know if it's maybe what you were going for, but I like it. Where'd that spider go? Jared Leto. So no, Jsano. This is for Max. I will explain if you didn't know. He is a YouTuber, and yeah, I'm not going to try and do the other side. I don't have enough. I will do that on the other side as well, though. He's actually how the JFS came to be. This server came to be. It was a fan server set up. Well, actually, I think it was one that he set up that eventually became a fan server, sort of by accident. So that's why it's the JFS, because it's the Jsano fan server. But then we sort of dropped the Jsano stuff eventually because we sort of... He stopped making videos in a way. I didn't really stop making videos, but he stopped making videos that a lot of people cared about, and or actually never even watched him in the first place, to be honest, which sounds bad. And then we just sort of became our own thing. But JsanoLand comes from 2 maps ago, season 3, which was it was what the games land was called, and season 2 as well, really. I just think it's quite fun to call it that again. It's just a bit of a callback. I think he does a lot of GeoGuessr videos now, but he used to make Minecraft videos. Okay, one last thing I want to do on stream. And then I should probably be heading off because it's getting rather late. I've never heard of Grim Fandango, but I agree it does sound similar, but I've not named after that. Never played the game myself. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's a good name. What am I looking for? Banners. This is the thing I probably should have mentioned earlier on, but I did tease it slightly, but Space Chickens, right, I forgot about that. I did used to watch his Minecraft videos. Not the ones of Good though, because they got a bit boring, to be honest. Okay, I've got to do some counting quickly. Give me 1 sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going up 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th one in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the thing I was mentioning earlier about banners is because in a similar vein to the whole Six Flags stuff, and it was just something I noticed when I was looking up pictures of theme park entrances, is that they tend to always have, or a lot of them have, oh for goodness sake Joe, stop falling, banners or some sort of flags on the front of it, right? So I thought, wouldn't it be fun if we got a selection of banners designed by the members of the server? Because, you know, some people have flags because they've made like little nations and stuff, like the nation wars. And, you know, other various different reasons. 1, 2, 2. Come on now. So that's what these are. It's just a little stuff. Man, this was a lot easier to do in creative. I hate this sort of stuff. I hate building with fences on top of each other. Right, so it goes down 1, then it goes down 2. So that's what? Is that 5 high? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is indeed. It is indeed. Right, this is getting easier. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then probably 4. Yeah. 4. And then 3. Something like that. Which one's this one? This is the 5. This is the 5. Don't forget now, Joe. And then from this building, we're going to have tons of paths, tons of bushes and hedges and all sorts of nicer flower beds, I was thinking. Make it look like a theme park. Benches, street lamps. I love building theme parks. And there we go. We get rid of this scaffolding in the background. And I think for tonight's stream, we are pretty much done. Definitely some finishing touches that need to be done. But that's how it's going to look.
Very good! Very good! Yay!
And we're gonna have it's a bit weird because it's like you come out of the building, so you don't really see that unless you're going back in. You're gonna come out here, and then, you know, paths outwards to different games like Red Stars over there. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think so. But yeah, I want people on the server to design some banners for me so they can all be different people's banners. But in fact, let me just take a screenshot so I can post that in the Discord. Scaffolding is excellent. Scaffolding is one of my favourite blocks they added to this game. Oh, a builder's delight. F2 that. Sweet. I just realised I did forget some details. I did put some details in those bits, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. It can wait. What version is this? This is 1.19. Oh no, it's getting dark and I want to take a screenshot. There you go. That'll do. That'll do. The cocktails do look a little bit like eyeballs, you're right. They're watching you. It looks like a big face, actually, doesn't it? Like that could be the two eyes and the big mouth. JsanoLand. And yeah, I've put some nice lighting on it as well because there's not great lighting at the moment, but that can be for another time. We'll stick some nice lanterns or candles. Right. Yeah, this side I will copy over as well. Oh my goodness, look, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. You sneaky little things, you. I need to go up there and mob proof it a bit more. Watch these shots. Oh, watch these shots. Kablamo. You like it a lot, thank you. Definitely differentiates itself, speak properly, Joe, from season 3 and 4. Yeah, I don't want to do Disneyland thing again. I've done that. Been there, done that. This can just be generic theme park. Let's sleep. But I'm glad you like it. And I actually think people might like the name. I don't know. I don't think people hate the JsanoLand connection, so... we shall see. Hopefully that fire won't spread. Thankfully, arrow fire doesn't, but you are right in that what I should probably do is up there, I should probably change or maybe add to that top bit of fence a lightning rod, because it could still burn down from a lightning strike. That is a very good point. So I will do that, actually. Good thinking. Okay, I think I might actually just leave all this junk here. I'll probably need it at some point in the future. Let's head back. Let's head back home. I'm so glad I haven't... I'm so glad my stream hasn't completely imploded. 0. Streamlabs is telling me 0 dropped frames. How about that? Thank you very much, Streamlabs. Thank you very much, Internet. Thank you very much, everyone in the chat. I won't tempt fate and say about that anymore, because it will happen again. That that's how many years would I say? Most productive Minecraft stream. I would say that's probably my most productive Minecraft stream ever in all the years I've streamed, going back to like 2015. Most productive Minecraft stream ever. That's what I'm going to label this as. No, I won't, but it is. It definitely is. I've actually kickstarted a section of the map a bit more. Historic moment. That was another clip I was watching the other day, Dennis, and that is true. That was quite a productive stream. Tables Are Us. I actually forgot that was a live stream, and I was doing it after naming the tables after people in chat. I completely forgot about that, but yeah, that was also pretty good. Yes, I do want to come see the theatre actually before I end the stream. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. I assume it's over here at the commission building. This looks very nice. This is Spawn. Spawn, I do like how Spawn turned out on this map. There's my castle with some dirt there. Oh dear. That's embarrassing. I need to get some roof cleaners. Some little kitty cats. Oh, update on the cat. I mentioned about a cat stopping by and meowing all day outside our garden door. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him since that stream. So maybe he was just lost and maybe he's found his way home. I like to think he's okay. Here's a nice cat. Cats are cute. They just make me sneeze. Alright, let's have a look at this theatre then, shall we? What's this? Oh, it's the back of the building. Duh. So let's see how this theatre shapes up. I'm going to compare it to mine, where you have big shoes to fill, because I did like my theatre from last year. Last map. Oh, okay. Good size. If anything, I think my theatre was a bit too big last time. This might actually get filled up with members, which is the smarter option. You know, we have to accept the fact that we have less active players now. So this is going to be it. Oh, I like it. Good size. Are you gonna have like, you know, back rooms or stuff like that? Dressing rooms. To craft or not to craft? That is the question. Alas, poor Herobrine. I know the cat has stopped harassing me, but I also did sort of like it in a way. It was nice. It was nice to have a little cat meowing a little bit. Many of them. Good. Good. I need my own dressing room, Mother. You know this. With San Pellegrino water and nothing less. Alright then, well, this has been quite a long stream if you include my little hiccup at the beginning, so it is definitely time to wrap up. I need to get ready for bed. That's the only thing we're doing streams on a Sunday. I've said it before. It just means there's work the next day. How sad. How sad. Oh well. Yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by and chatting with me tonight. It's been a nice little chill stream this evening. Apart from the beginning, that was not chill. Thank you to MC Crazy Gaming for the subscription earlier on and for all the follows as well. That was very nice. Kango Fango, thank you. I'll be back on... will I be back on Wednesday? I think I will. Probably going back to some more Broken Sword. Where did you come from? Why are you loose? Whoa, don't get angry with me. Oh, maybe you're a baby. Oh, they're babies. The babies popped out. Oh. The babies came out of the frog spawn. Wait, are there tadpoles in there? No, they've all grown up. They've all grown up. Oh, I like how they swim. I really like the swimming animation. Oh, I need to make sure they don't escape. Hang on. No! No! Don't you do that. Get back. They could jump over that, couldn't they? You're not going out there. You stay in here. Could they escape anywhere else? Maybe. This place is not frog-proof. How stressful. They could probably jump out there, actually. Wait. There we are. You stay in here, little guy. It's the prince. Look at my little frog babies. Oh. Frog babies. Right. As I was saying, yeah, thank you everyone for stopping by and chatting. Lovely as always. I'll be back on Wednesday with some more Broken Sword, most probably. And yeah, until then, take care everyone. Have a nice start to the week tomorrow. And I'll catch you in the next stream. Bye-bye.
Hello, Joe.
Well, hidely ho, neighborino.